Today we are working on PowerPoint End of Chapter Portfolio Builder for Chapter 2. So this is what you should have opened up. Go ahead and save the presentation with your initials at the end where you normally save everything. Step 3 says at the bottom of slide 1, create a new text box and type the following. So I'm going to click Insert Text Box, and I'm going to draw my text box on the bottom here. And we are typing copyright 2020 Friends of the White River dash student name. Step 4 says insert a copyright symbol after the word copyright. So I'm going to click after the word copyright. I'm going to hit space. I'm going to click insert. I'm going to go over here to symbol, and in the recently used symbols I'm going to select the copyright sign, click insert, and then replace student name with your first and last name, and you close that box. So go back and delete student name and type your name. Don't type my name, type yours. Step 5 says format the text box as follows. So format the text as 14 point and italic. So I'm going to highlight my text. I'm going to change it to italic and 14 point. Next step says to apply a background fill to the text box that uses the palest shade of the light green theme color. So with that text box selected, I'm going to go up here on the drawing tools and click on format and shape fill, and it's saying this one right here, light green background 2, is what it's going to be. Align the text box at the horizontal center of the slide. I'm going to bring my text box in so it fits it better. And then it wants us to align center. So I'm going to click up here on Align and Align Center. And that centers your text box on the page. So I'm done with that text box. Step 6. On slide 1, create a piece of word art with the text White River Restoration Project. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click Insert. I'm going to go over here to Word Art and choose this dark red accent color 1 shadow is what we're going to use. I'm going to bring it up here towards the top, and I'm going to type it says press enter after the word river so the text appears on 2 lines. Plus White River, and then press enter. Restoration Project. Apply the arch transformation, which is the first sample in the follow path section. So we're going to click on up here on text effects, the down arrow on that. Go down here to transform, and it's the first one on follow path. That's the one we want. We'll move it down a little bit. Next step says to size the word art to exactly 3 inches high, 9 inches wide. So right over here is where you have your size, 3 inches by 9 inches is the size that we need it to be. Apply bold to the text and then use Align Center to center the graphic on the slide. So let's go up here and select all our text, and we're going to make it bold. We're going to go up here to Align and Align Center. It's now centered on the, I'm going to move mine down a little bit more. Align Center. So it should look like that. Step 7 says on slide 1, create the logo shown in illustration 2A. Let me open up this is the logo that you're creating. It's a pentagon that's going to be orange with a banner that looks like that. So that's what we're about to create. So we're going to click Insert and then Shapes, and the pentagon is in the Basic Shapes, which is right here. And then we're going to draw Pentagon. We're going to go to Shape Fill and we're going to make it orange. Then we're going to click Insert Shapes, and down here under the stars and banners we're going to select the wave and we're going to draw that, and we're going to take the fill and we're going to select this olive green. Both have preset 2 shape effect applied. So go up here to shape effect, go to preset and preset 2. So I've done that on that. Need to do it on the pentagon, preset and preset 2. So they both have that shape effect done. Type the text directly into the banner shape. So click in the banner and we are going to type Friends of the White River. So we've got that. So next it says to group the shapes and then use the Smartart guides to center the group horizontally on the slide. So we need to click on the pentagon, hold down the Shift key, click on the banner, go up here to the group, hit the down arrow and then group it. And it wants us to use the Smartart guides to center it. So we're looking for the red line. You can see that we now have a red line going horizontally and vertically, so we know it's centered on the slide, so that's where it should be. And then you can click away from it. So that's what your shape should look like. Step 8 on slide 2, so go to slide 2. It wants us to convert the bulleted list to vertical bullet list Smartart. So just click in that list, right click, convert to Smartart, and vertical bullet list, which is the first one right here. Then apply the moderate effect, Smartart style. So up here is our Smartart styles. Let's click the down arrow and we want moderate effect, which is this one right here. Change the color of the Smartart to colorful range accent colors 3 to 4. So click here, here's our colorful range, and we want to go to colorful range accent colors 3 to 4, which is this one right here. Next step says on slide 4, so go to slide 4. In the empty content placeholder, insert an online picture of people canoeing on a river. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click the online pictures, and I'm going to put people canoeing on a river, and just select one. If you select one and it doesn't work, it's probably blocked by iBoss, and so you'll need to select a different one. So it doesn't matter which one you use. You may have to not give up. You may have to persist and keep trying until you can find one. So then it says to use the Smartart guides to align the picture with the top of the bulleted list. So we want to move it up until we see a red line. And you can see the red line going across the top of the picture, so you know it's at the top of the bulleted list. Step 12 says from the Picture Formats tab's Picture Effects menu, apply the Preset 5 settings to the image. So up here where it says Pictures Effect, we're going to click this. We're going to go to Presets, and Preset 5 is what we're looking for, so that's this one right here. You can see that it put a shadow behind it. Step 13 on slide 5, so let's go to slide 5. In the empty content placeholder, insert an online picture you'll find with the keywords river pollution. So we're going to click online pictures, river pollution, and just find one that will work. And then align the picture with the top of the bulleted list to the right and apply the same picture effect you applied on slide 4. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to move this up till I see the red line going across the top, which is right there. I'm going to go up here to Picture Effects, Preset, and Preset 5. If you have something that has the author as licensed, just leave that on there. You're required by law to do that. Step 14 on slide 6, go to slide 6, and convert the bulleted list to a vertical box list Smartart diagram. So I'm just going to click in there, going to right click, convert to Smartart. I'm going to go to more Smartart graphics, and we want vertical box list, which is this one right here. Then click OK. Step 7, or excuse me, step 15 on slide 7, so click slide 7. It says to remove the bullet characters from both paragraphs. So I'm going to highlight both of them. I'm going to go up here to where you have the drop down arrow for bullets and select none. That takes away the bullet characters. Step 16 says to preview the presentation. So I can click up here, start it from the beginning, and see what it looks like. Looks lovely. The end of step 16 says deliver the presentation to your class. My class is not going to do that. Thank you. Or you're welcome. Step 17, with your instructor's permission, print the presentation 9 slides per page. My class doesn't do that, but to know how to do that, we would click File and then Print. And where it says print full page slides, we would change it to 9 slides horizontal, and you can see that it would all fit on that page. But we're not printing that, but you do need to know how to do it. Step 18, close the presentation, saving changes, and exit PowerPoint. So do that and submit it for grading. And this completes the end of chapter portfolio builder for chapter 2.